If you want to glow up in 2026, then here is my full strategy plan, how to do it in a sustainable way and how to do it without burnout. And the new year is always such a beautiful time to start because there we have a renewed, fresh, creative, inspired energy. And if we use this energy wisely, we can actually make this year our best year ever. But at the same time, I also know it can be super overwhelming sometimes because we want to change so many things at once. And this is when we are just get anxiety and don't know where to start. So this is a strategy that worked super well for me in the past, and I'm gonna share it with you right now. So the number one step, which I actually do every single year, is to create a vision of yourself. Really think about what do you want to manifest in 2026? What is the person that you want to become? And then write everything down in detail. And the more specific, the better. The universe can only give to you what you want when she knows what it is that you want. And when you yourself don't even know what it is that you want to manifest, who it is that you want to become, how will you ever get there? So really sit down, write it down and be super specific. How does she look like? What is her style? What are her hobbies? What are her interests? What does she do in her free time? What is her dream career? What is her dream job? What is her passion? What are her habits that she does every single day? And really think about all those things that you want to manifest and that you want to embody in your life, the kind of energy that you want to embody. Do you want to be confident, magnetic? How do you want to feel? Like really be so specific about who it is that you want to be and write everything down in detail. And it's also so important to always use present tense and write it as if it's already here, as if it's already your reality. Step number 2, how to have the biggest glow up this year, is that you need to really think about what you need to let go, what cannot go with you into the new year. Maybe these are habits, environments, things that are not serving you anymore, because we can only manifest this vision that we just created when we create space for the new things to enter into our lives. But if we're still holding on toxic people, toxic environments and behaviors that are not serving us anymore, we are not aligned with this person that we want to become. And the more you let go of these old ways of being, you actually create the space for the new blessings to enter into your life. So I want to give you some examples of my own list. I wrote, I'm leaving behind relationships where I had to constantly shrink, explain myself, or earn basic respect. Also negative inner dialogue and the habit of being hard on myself constantly. And also mindless scrolling on social media apps and wasting my most creative energy on low effort dopamine instead of meaningful creation. These are just some examples, but the more you get clear of the habits that are not serving you anymore, this will help you so much, because this way you can really eliminate them. Step number 3, and this is actually so powerful, and this is to make decisions from your higher self. We just created this vision of the person that it is that we want to be, that we want to embody. And from now on, every single time when you have a decision to make, ask yourself, what would she do right now? What would she say? What would she choose in this moment? And the more you always connect with her energy and think, what would she do right now? It is just so clear what you need to do. Like there's no confusion anymore, and you're just like so clear in the direction that you need to go. And this is where we take the aligned action, because of course, it's important to have the vision and everything, that we know where we're going to. But in order to manifest this reality, we also have to take action. And this is the step where the aligned action comes into play. So, for example, when you are in the restaurant, you look at the menu and you want to order something, then ask yourself, what would she order right now? What would this highest version of me choose right now? Also, for example, in the morning, like, would the highest version of me, would she scroll on social media, or would she have a morning routine where she wakes up 10 minutes earlier to do her meditation, to do her journaling, and to have like this mindfulness and connection to herself? And the more you think about what would she do right now, I'm telling you, everything becomes so clear and you know exactly what you have to do. And I also always like to use my style as a manifestation technique, because in order to manifest something into our reality, we have to embody this energy in the now. And the more you do decisions from her point of view, this is how you become her. And your style is actually also a very powerful tool how you can embody her energy in the now. So ask yourself, would she look sluggish when she gets to work? Or is she put together? Does she take care of her hygiene? That she feels good about herself? So think about your ideal style and how does she look like, and try to embody her in the now. Get ready, do your self-care, and be her now. And you will see, when you look good, you also feel good, and you also start to behave differently because you connect with her energy. And I'm telling you, your decisions during the day are going to be so different. When I'm put together, when I feel good about myself, I'm in a different energy. I feel actually good and aligned with myself, and therefore can also make better decisions because I just feel better in general. I feel more confident. I feel just more aligned with her. And this is so powerful, and this always helps me so much. And also think about her mindset. What is the mindset of the best, highest possible version of you? Because our world always reflects to us what we believe about ourselves and also what we believe about the world around us. And when we constantly have negative thoughts about ourselves, the people around us, and the world, this is when we attract more of those things, and this is when we also see more of those things. And the more you focus on positivity, on gratitude, if you're actually grateful for what you already have, if you're not complaining all the time and thinking, I don't have this, I don't have this. See the things that are already in your life, your accomplishments. Be proud of yourself and actually be in this state of gratitude, because this is when you will also attract and see more of those things into your life. And here it's also important to really distance yourself from negative situations. For example, when you find people around you start to gossip or try to pull you into these negative conversations, really try to distance yourself from all those low frequencies, because the more you engage with them, you will lower your own frequency. And the more you distance yourself from that and focus really on a good positive outlook, it is so much easier for you to manifest this higher reality, because you bring yourself on a higher frequency. So the next very important step in order to have a sustainable glow up in 2026 is that we have to make sure that our basic needs are met. Our basic needs are a non-negotiable. And this means sleep, nutrition, movement, and also self-care in general. When you're sleep deprived, when you're drained, when you're tired, you are not yourself. And it is so much harder for you to go after your goals, to be positive, to stick to a healthy diet, all of that, because when we don't sleep well, we have more cravings, we have more negative thoughts, and we're just not ourselves. We're just not in balance with ourselves. So in order to glow up, actually make your sleep a non-negotiable. Get your 8+ hours of sleep every single night, because this is really a foundation of how you can become this person. But when your basic needs are not met, it will keep you on a low frequency, and it is so hard for you to be disciplined and actually become this person. So focus on your basic needs. And this goes also for nutrition. When you constantly eat junk foods, processed foods, all those foods with sugars, additives, they have no nutritional value, and they have also no life force energy in it. And this all lowers your frequency. And the more you focus on whole foods, natural foods from the earth, veggies, fruits from nature, these foods carry life force energy. They carry nutrients, vitamins. They actually nourish your body and raise your frequency. And the more you eat them, the clearer your thoughts, the clearer your skin, and you just feel better in general because you have this mental clarity. And I'm not saying never eat sugars or fast food anymore, of course not, but focus on the 80-20 rule. I feel like the 80-20 rule is a really easy way how to make healthy eating really sustainable. And this means you focus 80% of your time on good, healthy, whole foods, and 20% of your time you are allowed to have your favorite treats, to have your favorite cheat meal. And this is also so powerful because this brings you out of this restriction mindset, because you still create space to have the treats once in a while. And when you know that 80% of your time you eat good and you actually nourish your body, then it's also fine for you to have your treat once in a while, and you actually deserve it, and you not feel guilty about it because you know that 80% of the time you are doing your best, so you deserve it right now. Also things like movement. Go for a walk in nature, do a 10-minute YouTube workout. It doesn't have to overwhelm you, but just start to move your body. Like go in nature, do a walk. If you're a gym girly, then that's amazing. But if you really have struggled with that, then do something, even if it's just for 10 minutes. But this will all raise your frequency. And the more we move our bodies, the more we also release stuck emotions in our bodies. And it will just make us feel so much better, especially if you sit in front of a computer all day. Please move your body, even if it's 10 minutes, but you will see you will feel so much better afterwards. And this is one of the main principles which I teach in my Glow Up Blueprint course, because if our basic needs are met, our cup is full, and we can only glow up and be the best version of ourselves when our cup is full. Because if we're constantly drained, tired, feel not good about ourselves, and our cup is empty, it's impossible for us to be in this high vibe state. And the more we raise our vibration and feel good about ourselves because we nourish ourselves, this is where everything becomes so much easier, and we are naturally a match for abundance, happiness, and all the things that we want to manifest. So it's really important to focus on your basic needs, to nourish your body, to calm your nervous system. And if you want deeper guidance with that, we start in January with the Glow Up Blueprint course, and you can sign up for the waitlist. I put the link down below. I'm so happy to see you there. And now the next step is that we have to start small, because if we want to change our whole life in one day, it's not gonna work. When you say, okay, from tomorrow on, I go to the gym every single day, I will eat healthy every single time, I will not have anything sweet anymore, I will work on my new project, on my new business every single day. Like, I'm already get anxiety just saying this because it's so overwhelming. And the more we actually start small and focus on tiny, tiny little habits, this is what makes all the difference, because these small little habits, they seem so unimportant in the moment, but over time they add up and create a massive ripple effect, which leads to really big results. So instead of saying I will go to the gym every single day, if you haven't trained before, this is super unrealistic and you are most likely to fail. So instead you can say, okay, I will go to the gym twice a week. I will stick to it. And once this is normal for me, once this is a habit, I can go more often. But start small and then slowly improve. So instead of saying, I will eat every single day, only healthy, no sugars anymore. Yes, it can work, but it's easier for you if you say, okay, I don't overwhelm myself. But instead of that, I will still eat what I want to eat, but I will include veggies to every single meal. Doesn't matter what I eat, I will have my veggies first and after I will eat the other thing. So when you implement the new habits this way and really start small, it is so much easier. It is so much easier and so much more sustainable for you. And another tip is also that you make it easy for you to make the right choices. If you have still so much junk in your fridge at home, of course you will eat it, of course. But if you don't buy those things anymore, if you don't have them at home, you cannot eat them. So when you want to snack, then make sure that you have something at home, but a healthier version of a snack. Maybe it's Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. Think about, when I want a snack, what is a healthier version of a snack that I can have at home? And this is how you create the healthy habits. And then every single week, I like to have one day, for me it's usually Sunday, where I reflect my week and I really ask myself, okay, what went well this week? And then also, what do I want to improve for the next week? And when you do this reflection also every single week, it really helps you to see your progress first of all and gives you always this fresh input for the new week and gives you a clear direction. It really helps me so much to have this once in a week that I really reflect myself. I'm not strict on myself, but I just get clear on what it is that I can improve. And when you do that, it's also easier for you to make better decisions during the week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, and it would really help me so much if you could follow my channel and also leave me a like. Thank you so much.